We're about 5 miles north of Neel Gap. Can I get you in it? This
Cannonball!
That's my new buddy, Cannonball.
Cannonball!
Look at that rock face over there.
Ice or snow, right?
Yes. That's Cow Rock across the way. That's where we just were. Nice, we made it. I made it to Low Gap Shelter. It's 2 o'clock. I've been hiking since about 7:30 this morning and made it 11.3 miles. In a way, I'd like to push on another couple miles to a tent site, but I think it's going to be higher elevation there, and it's been blistering wind all day. There's lots of tenting right here, and more tenting down here. There's shelter, water, privy down here. I am going to, I believe, pitch my tent right here. It's warmer, less windy down here than it is up on the ridge. So, make sure there are no widowmakers. See if I can find a dry spot. Dry-ish. This looks like a good spot. So I'm gonna pitch my backpack right here, go down to the shelter and get water, assess the situation, and see what's going on. I hiked with Cannonball all day today, and he's not quite as fast on the climbs as I am, and has no real, he has less backpacking experience than I do, but we have a very similar pace, and he's a super nice guy. I hope to hike with him for a while. I hope he comes on down in here. So let's see. Let's go back down in here. When I don't like to just leave my pack anywhere, but when I do, I have to stop and think and make sure I have my wallet. I guess that's all I need. My wallet and my phone. It gets sloggy through here. Okay, hang on. I gotta get through this. See that mud? Yuck. So yesterday I walked in a creek. Oh. Ah, that was fun. You got to see me tumble. It's muddy, very slippery. That would be kind of funny if I caught that on video. See what happens when you don't pay attention. Thankfully, I didn't hurt myself. As I was saying, yesterday it rained. My gosh, I was drenched, soaked through. I was not planning on going into Blairsville, but because everything I had was wet, I did. I got a room and I showered and dried everything out. But that means it's an extra money in town. Jeez, this is muddy. Good grief. Anyway, ugh. I don't know how many days it's going to take me to get to Gap and into Hiawassee. That's the next. But anyway, more on that later. So there's more tenting, and damn it, I didn't bring my water filter. That means I'm gonna have to make this trek again. Oh well. I'm not paying attention. Okay, here we go. That's gonna be so funny if you saw me take that tumble. I'm having a great time. I discovered, I had heard this, but I experienced it last night. Being in a town makes me incredibly homesick. When I'm on the trail, I mean, I still miss Blaine and Paul very much, but I do better when I'm on the trail. So, and it's less expensive if you stay out of town. So here we go. Here's the shelter, bear hangs, and water. Okay, more later. Good morning. I left a campsite on top of Rocky Mount. I stayed there last night. I was very thankful that there was no wind, or if there was, it was very light and it was a little bit warmer. Oh, excuse me. I'm breathing in all the cold air has gotten to me. So I left at 8 o'clock this morning and hiked down to Indian Gap. There's a side trail to a campground, but I'm going to head on north. Let's see if we can find it. North, right there. Try to get to Neel Gap today. Set myself up to get into Hiawassee early the next morning. I met a guy at the campsite last night from Maine. I didn't catch his name, but he's grew up in St. Albans. We went to the same high school, not the same years though. I better get hiking. More later. So I'm coming into Tray Mountain Road, and if I needed to, I could get water here, but I have about 1.5 liters, I guess. I try to carry only 1 liter at a time, depending on how spread out the water sources are, because water is very heavy. I'm doing well. Been climbing a little bit and just keep plugging along. So this is Tray Mountain Road, 18 north. Keep trucking. That's a pretty blaze. More later. This is a view from the top of Tray Mountain between Unicoi and Dix Creek. So this is the view from Tray Mountain Shelter. And there's a tent site right here. I have to get my water filter so I can go filter some water. Now where is that? I'll be okay. So there are some tent sites in through here. It's a nice spot. I wish I could have made it here last night. We'll be coming into Tray Mountain Shelter, and the water's a little beyond that. So I left my pack back there because the shelter's probably like 1/10 off the trail. If I don't have to carry that weight for mileage that doesn't count towards Katahdin, I'm not going to. So blue blaze to a privy. And Tray Mountain Shelter. Check out these benches. This is neat.
I am a wanted federal criminal. Don't put me on video, I'm just kidding.
I'll point to the ground. Check out these benches. Oh, we gotta go further on down to get water. Not everybody likes to be filmed, and I don't blame them. So, a guy made a joke about he's wanted by the federal government and not to film him, so I pointed to the ground. Okay, well, let's check out what this water supply is like. Will I ever get there? Oh, look, another campsite. One there too. Come on. So, I've had a couple cold nights. Last night I stayed warm for the most part, and probably about 4 o'clock, I woke up shivering and repositioned my mummy bag, the hood, and covered my face. And that warmed up a little bit. And then I slept better last night than I have the previous 2 nights. Where the hell is the water? Good grief. All right, more later. Found it. It's like 20 miles down here, which is aggravating. But I'm very thankful that there's water because it's 2.3 to the next, and I was out. Okay, there's a little brick contraption. So I left Deep Gap shelter this morning around, I don't know, 7:45, 8 o'clock. Had to climb up Powell Mountain, but it was a mile to the vista. Climbed up a bit, and then it leveled off, then it climbed up some more. I think the rest of it is downhill for the day. I'm going to try to get into Around the Bend hostel, get a bunk, make plans for Franklin. So, as you can see, the terrain is nice right through here. More later. Hey, Cannonball.
Hey, Garrett. So we're at the, what's it called?
Around the Bend.
Around the Bend hostel. Look at here, look at here, look here.
Yummy, yummy.
You hear it happening. There's the magic happening. Coffee's brewing. So it's a nice place. So these people bought it, and like they have a guitar. It's a nice little place.
Very nice. There's a game room. There's a nice bathroom in there with a shower with awesome shampoo and conditioner. Laundry room. I can't remember what's down there. But look, check out these benches. Everything's so nice. Really nice facilities. And there's a common room and bunkhouse. I think that's how you get into the bunk. So I walked, I don't know, maybe close to 4 miles. 0.6 of it was on a paved road to get to the hostel. Oh, and check this out. They're doing what they did at Neel Gap with throwing the boots in the tree. The owner is Gordon, and there's a guy named Bear who works here, and he thru-hiked last year. So this is the nicest hostel I've ever seen. Now, granted, I've only seen 4, but it's a really, really nice setup. I'm excited to stay here tonight. And I'm still with Cannonball, so that's awesome. I hope we stick together for a while. More later.